Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan Garcia is probably going to go on a rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So
Oscar De La Hoya just put a stop to the possible Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia talks. All right? Let me speed you guys up. Everybody has all heard about Gervonta Tank Davis in the civil suit. Well, since then, Netflix and Jake Paul's representatives have been looking for another opponent. The first name that hit the headlines was Ryan Garcia. And Oscar De La Hoya just came out and said it's not going to happen. It's not possible. Why? Because Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN. And Jake Paul fights for Netflix. That's the bottom line.
Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line.
Jake Paul fights for Netflix. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Last time I checked, doesn't MVP, Jake Paul's promotion, doesn't he have a contract with DAZN? Wait. Hasn't Jake Paul fought on DAZN many times? Didn't he fight against Mike Perry on DAZN? Didn't he fight against Nate Diaz on DAZN? Huh? Didn't he fight against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.? That one, but the Cub driver Augustus, didn't he fight all these guys on DAZN? I'm pretty sure Jake Paul and MVP have contracts right now with DAZN. So you say it's not possible, but we've seen it be possible before with other fights. What do you mean, Oscar? But all of a sudden, because Ryan Garcia fights for Golden Boy Promotions, it's not possible. Why? Because you don't want to let it happen. There's contracts for a reason. You can't breach them. Then that's when I start to lose respect for Oscar. You know why? He talks the most crap on Dana White for not paying his fighters, for being just too strict, right? Calling him absolutely ridiculous names. But yet, Oscar does the same thing with Ryan Garcia by not letting him fight the fights that he wants. And this ain't the only time. Many times, right? With Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, have they had disputes like this? Why did Canelo leave? Huh? Oscar De La Hoya wants to be and get in the way of a possible Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia fight. And it's in my opinion because he's being like Dana White. There's contracts for a reason. How many times did Francis Ngannou want to fight in a boxing fight, but turned down $11 million from the UFC because they didn't want to let that happen? And everybody's saying, Dana, just let this guy make his money. But yeah, Oscar, you want to talk the most crap on all these guys, but you're doing the same goddamn thing. Jake Paul and Netflix can work with DAZN, but it's Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya who want to get in the way and mess this up, in my opinion. Okay? Oscar De La Hoya likes to do this, man. He likes to do this to his fighters. And at the end of the day, I respect what he's doing with Golden Boy Promotions, Pro Box TV, everything that's going down with that. But come on, man, Oscar, you gotta just be a little let loose, man. You guys can make hella money with this. But maybe Oscar doesn't see it, man. Maybe he don't see it.